Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Let's check. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing. Cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football. We discussing it all. On and off the field. You know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent. You need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan. Pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the call. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast and we poppin', let's go.
Yo, what's poppin'? What is poppin' with the people? Dave has on a Sam Darnold jersey. What's up with that, bro?
He's all started for the next season.
What's up with you?
What the big deal is here?
What's up with you, man? You tripping, bro?
Why am I tripping? I don't understand.
You got on the Sam Darnold, fam.
What's wrong with the Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
What's the problem here?
Yeah. You're bugging, bro. You're bugging.
Oh wait, is there something I don't know? Did we get another quarterback other than Corral? Did we trade for somebody?
Of all the jerseys, you had a lot of choices.
I had a lot of choices. I chose that one, so I chose this one. Just like the people had a lot of choices, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.
Facts. To each his own, bro. You're down to rock whatever you want to rock. It's a free country, Dave. But anyway, Dave, how was your weekend, man?
I was down in your side, man. I went to my niece's graduation. Shout out to Sacramento State.
Yeah. You came right up 85, went straight to Greensboro, and didn't hit your boy up at all, bro.
I was in Huntersville, but I was pushing pretty close to my flight.
Ain't that some shit, bro? That's how
I'm
they
line
do,
frat. You know,
definitely line frat. That's how.
Were you home Sunday? Were you home Sunday?
Sunday? No, I went to watch Doctor Strange.
Yeah, so I made the right decision then, because you would have been been there.
Yeah, I went to watch Doctor Strange and took my wife out to a nice little brunch. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't here to ruin your brunches and your Marvels, man.
I was back. I was back by like what time you leave?
I ended up leaving Greensboro around 1:30. Then I went to the video game store near your house. Copped some things, and then I caught my flight.
Damn.
They had a couple rarities. When I looked at the clock, I was like, shit. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get through shots because I had to catch my flight. Good thing I did too. Charlotte actually wanted to be busy for a change.
Nah, that joint always busy, bro.
No, not normally. Not in the past. I haven't had issues.
Nah, that joint be packed. Depending on when you go, that joint be busting. But all right. My weekend was cool.
My wife gave me grief. My wife gave me grief because I didn't make it back. I didn't fly home until Sunday night. So I didn't make it in time for Mother's Day.
You deserve some heat for that.
Didn't know when the graduation was. Trust me, I would have rather flew home Saturday if I knew beforehand. But I had to book the ticket because my ticket was about to expire.
Deserve some heat.
I didn't know the date. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's why I was late.
Yeah.
I was getting the riot act.
But yeah, your boy, again, I didn't do much this weekend. It was a pretty chill weekend. My daughter had a dance recital. So that was Friday. Saturday was pretty chill. Didn't do much. But then Sunday, I went to watch Doctor Strange. Great movie. And shout out to my wife for allowing me, because we all, we when these Marvel movies come out, we go as a family. So she was cool with us going on Mother's Day. So that was pretty dope. And then we went on to a nice little brunch, and that was it, man.
That's what's up, man. Like so you said the movie was good. I haven't seen it yet. I'll probably try to go see it.
Yeah. You should try to find the Book of Ashanti, man. She Book of Ashanti, man. You'll know what I'm talking about when you watch it.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, man. Yeah. Great movie though, man. I saw a lot of mixed reviews, man. And people were saying it wasn't good. I'm like, yo, y'all tripping. That was a great movie, man. I enjoyed it.
But some folks didn't like the first one either. So I mean, I kind of could expect that. Some people don't have Doctor Strange high on the list. The first one.
Nah, it was dope. Love the characters. Love the cameos. I ain't gonna spoil it for y'all, but cameos were dope. But yeah, man, it's dope. But yeah, man. What was you gonna say? You said Kendrick, your boy.
Kendrick out here with the deep fakes. You dropped a video on Mother's Day yesterday. So album comes out Friday, man. It's Kendrick week.
Yeah.
Can't wait, man.
Y'all have fun with that.
You might like this album, man, based on what I know a few folks who know him and what he's trying to do. You might like this album because you like Damn, so you might actually like this one.
I did like Damn.
You might like this one. The way I understood it was Damn was the first album where he actually had more freedom to do the record. And this is going to be more within that space. So you might actually like this shit.
We'll see. I respect.
We shall see. We'll see Friday.
All right, let's get it. Let's go ahead and get into this content because surprisingly enough, man, it's a nice little bit to talk about. So we're gonna get to it as soon as I get my screen cracking. Here we go.
Bradberry.
Yeah. So my bad. My bad. I was late because my daggone landscaper bro was like, yeah, we got an opening. The dude was supposed to come to June. Man, he was like, yeah, we got to open. I'm coming tomorrow. I was like, oh shoot, there was some stuff I had to do to prep, so I was trying to knock that out. I got to finish it when I get off this pod. So,
I mean, we can make it if we ain't got that much stuff, man. We can make it a quick one because I'm beat. I didn't get home till almost 2 a.m. last night, bro, and I got up at 5:30 to go to work this morning.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man.
I'm
today. So yeah, Bradberry, man. Bradberry got released. The Giants released him. Cap casualty. He's about to get paid a lot of money, and they was like, "Nah, fam, you know, this ain't it. This ain't it." So they cut him, and now, of course, in rare Panther form, we all want to get him back because that's what we do, man. Panther Nation, we let somebody go that we like, and then immediately we want him back. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I don't think Bradberry fits with what we trying to do, bro. I don't think he fits. I think he's a good cornerback, but I don't know if I'm not paying him. I'm not paying a lot of money, bro. I'm not paying him. So
you think Dante Jackson is enough veteran presence for the cornerback?
I do. I think Dante. I do.
Okay.
So I don't know that. Again, I just don't know if he fits what we trying to do, man. He's scheme independent. Like he can play man, he can play zone, but I think he's a better zone cornerback than he is. And he's had some very up and down seasons, right? He's if you look at his PFF scores, I mean, his best season was last season. He had a great season. I'm not gonna hate. Last year was a good season, bro. And if he could have followed that up this year, I think he would have been straight. But this year, he had a down season, bro. They was going after him. They was attacking him. And he gave up, I think how many 8 touchdowns this year? So that's a lot, bro. I think that was the most of his career, giving up 8 touchdowns. He did have four interceptions, but 8 touchdowns allowed.
That means they're testing him more this year.
They were going after him. They were going after him. They were going after. It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't like Bradberry. It's not that I don't like him. I wasn't down to pay him as what he got paid. I wasn't down to pay him what the Giants gave him.
I was chatting with Marcus on Facebook, and he was like, "Now you want him?" And I said, "I didn't want him for the price." And obviously, the Giants didn't either. Otherwise, he would still be a Giant. I mean, he got let go because of the cost, what we probably would have had to do the same thing, because they were talking he was making $16 million a year, I think it was, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah, so it was the right decision. I mean, that's easy to say it wasn't at the time, but it was the right call because we can't be paying now. If he comes cheap, I would do it in a heartbeat to get more experience in the room. I think that's the only reason why, but only if he's cheap. Not if he's asking for $10 or $12 million a year, you can pack sand. He can go somewhere else.
Yeah. And now, it is what it is. Now he's I'm sure he's gonna have a market. And the Giants paid a nice little bit to release him. He had some guaranteed money in that deal, and somebody's gonna be able to get Bradberry for the low and probably a better, more realistic deal for his production. Because he's not a Jalen Ramsey or something. He's like one of the top paid cornerbacks in the league. And I don't know if he was the highest at one point, but he was up there.
He was.
And he's just not that. He's not giving that kind of production, bro. He's not that lockdown, shutdown cornerback. Never was. But a solid. I would always thought he was a solid number 2 cornerback. But I never expected him to be the guy. That's just my opinion. And I think he had one good year, that one solid year last year, and everything else was average to above average. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna talk about Clowney in a second. Hold that thought, bro. We're gonna talk about Clowney in a little bit. But all right, any more thoughts?
Talk about the cap. Are we going to talk about the cap at all during the show?
Oh yeah, I think I was doing some perusing, and I was quite not perturbed, but I was a little surprised at what I saw. We'll talk about it though. We're gonna talk about it.
Because I think I saw what you saw.
Yeah, we saw exactly the same thing. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
That's got to be a discussion point for the people, because I think they need to understand.
And people need to understand. Again, we see these moves being made, and it's all rah, go Scott. But again, and we'll talk about the consequences of that stuff. But again, at the same time, there are ways to get around that, and we'll talk about that later. All right, so Dave, Robbie Anderson is switching his number to number 3. Dave, you could have picked number 3 to wear, and it would have been relevant.
I don't have a 3.
So you don't have a Will Greer jersey, Dave. Is that what
Why the hell would I have a Will Greer?
You didn't pick up a DA? You didn't pick up a DA back in the day?
I did not. Actually, I'm not part of the F-150 class of Panther fans that did probably pick up a DA jersey waiting for Cam Newton to get benched. I was not one of those guys. See, unlike most teams that have a starter black quarterback, we did not have a black backup at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So people were rooting for DA to come on the field. I did not pick up a Derek Anderson jersey during that time frame.
Yeah, man. So again, Robbie Anderson is switching to number 3. He was talking to Kodak Black in the DMs, and I guess he was telling Kodak that he was switching numbers, going back to his high school number, which was number 3. I like number 3. I'm a fan of the number 3, and I will pick up a Robbie Anderson number 3 jersey. I love Robbie Anderson. I know some of y'all not fans of him. I love it. I love him. I love Robbie Anderson, bro. And somehow this man always stays in the news, bro. He always for something, like either whether he's talking about somebody on Instagram or he's changing jersey numbers. Robbie Anderson is always at the tip of your tongue. Pause. Okay. So shout out to Robbie Anderson, man. Shout out to Robbie. You gonna pick you up a 3-day?
Yeah. Hell no. Well, I might. No, I might. We'll see. I mean, wouldn't you get offended? Yeah, man, I got a 14. What's wrong with having a 14?
Yeah, you definitely got a 14.
You got a 14 too, Rashad.
You ain't got no 6 though. You ain't got no 6.
I ain't got no 6.
So you ain't. Is you really about what you? Is you about what you talking about that life, Dave? I got an 8. I almost won the 8. Nah, we talking about a 6. PJ, you ain't on a PJ, Dave.
Why the hell would I want a PJ?
You got to practice what you preach.
PJ's not a starter.
You got to practice what you preach, Dave.
PJ's not a starter, man.
So you're not gonna support your man? You're not gonna support your boy?
Nah. Why would I support somebody that's not the starter?
I'm just saying.
I might get a corral. But I gotta wait. I might have to wait on the corral, man. We gotta see.
We don't know what number he wearing, bro. We don't know what numbers they wearing, which is crazy, man. The Eagles done released I think the Giants done released their rookie numbers, and we still waiting. I don't know what's taking. So I tweeted out that earlier today. What is taking so long to get these numbers released, bro? Like, I don't know what's taking so long. Shout out to Austin, man, for the super chat. Appreciate that, bro. But yeah, man. Anything else on Robbie Anderson switching his numbers? Shout out to Lunch Break Hot Take, man. Appreciate y'all, bro.
Ravens had an outstanding draft, man.
Yeah, they did. Shout out to the Ravens. They had a good draft.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on. Speaking of the Patreon and all the social media and all that stuff I was talking about, make sure you follow us on Twitter, at Panther Nation PC, YouTube, Twitch, all that fancy stuff, Instagram. And if you want to support the channel even further, go to patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. And join our Discord where it'd be lit. A lot of discussions be going on over there. Also, shout out to all of our free agent supporters who support the channel with a $3 donation.
Gonna need another slide, bro.
Yeah, I need to add a few people. I'm actually behind maybe one or two people. And I didn't get a chance to add them, but shout out to y'all, all the Patreon members. It's a lot of them. We up over 100 Patreon supporters, so we appreciate that. It's big time. I think we opened up Patreon about a year and a half ago, something like that.
About a year ago.
It's about a year ago. Man. It's been dope, man. The support is dope, and again, we drop a lot of good content that's going to be out there for the Patreon members to enjoy.
And the fantasy content's coming soon. I'm debating on start doing lives on Tuesdays to go over these divisions. So you guys let me know if y'all are interested or not. But the fantasy content is coming soon.
And also,
hopefully next week I can get started.
And also, training camp is right around the corner. And so y'all know how the training camp coverage was last year for the Patreon supporters. Y'all got that good footage. So that's all that's coming back too. I hope anyway. Pretty sure it will be. Franchise guys, appreciate y'all. They support with a $10 donation. We appreciate y'all. And the MVPs who we owe a MVP giveaway. I owe y'all the MVP giveaway, and we'll get that cracking as soon as possible. All right. So that being said, again, shout out to all the Patreon members. We appreciate it. Dave, Underdog Fantasy, bro.
All right. Listen, man. I'm gonna need you guys to get to this site, and so we can get some more subs, get some more folks. The best ball tournament has begun. This is part 3, $10 million prize pool. If you guys don't know how to do breast ball, let me know. I can set something up.
What are we doing breast ball at?
Best I like breast ball.
I thought you said breast
Yo,
ball.
man, this ain't no. Look, man, get your mind out of the gutter. Best.
My bad.
Best ball. Basically, with best ball, you draft your squad, and the team that gets the highest points. You don't have to change your lineups. You draft your particular positions, your quarterbacks, your running backs, your tight ends. You draft the bench, and the best players get the points. But the big thing that everybody's doing now, because we're not in football season, is the pick'ems. You can win up to 20 times your money if you get 5 over-unders correct. So I've done it a few times. I think Rashad's probably done it a few times. But just go and hit up the pick'ems. You can get up to 5X. They do baseball, NBA playoffs. They soccer. They just did a big one for UFC 274. Even esports, guys. Even esports. So check out Underdog Fantasy. Go to underdogfantasy.com. They're still matching your deposit for the first $100. So if you're a new member, go to underdogfantasy.com and use the code PNP when you sign up. Once again, underdogfantasy.com and use the code PNP. It really helps out the channel, guys. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy.
Shout out to Underdog, man. D'Angelo, I got you, bro. I got to put you back up there. My bad. I'll get you back up there. I'll take care of that. All right. So let's get on this. 5th year option. Shout out to Brian Burns. I believe this happened after our last show, but we picked up his 5th year option, or it was imminent at the time we were talking about it. And he is going to be making $16 million next year. So shout out to Brian Burns. Obviously, this was inevitable and something that should have happened.
Yeah, we knew this was happening. We knew this was happening.
Yeah.
We've never denied anybody a 5th year option yet. Truth be told, you know who might be the first one if Henderson, you know who might be the first one of this person will step up this year? CJ Henderson.
Well, yeah, you answered it already. I think he'll get it. I got high expectations for
I think he will too. But I'm just saying, if there's somebody that might not get it, if he has another rough year, It might be him. But then again, their ego might get in the way and they just decide to pay him. But I think if he's not playing up to the potential to pay somebody in the top 10 of their position, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, a lot of people are hard pause on Brian Burns, man. They want to see the sack numbers go up. And yeah, I mean, I get it. I hear the frustration because Panther Nation, that's one thing we've always had is an elite pass rusher, right? And we've always had a guy that's gone double-digit sacks, whether you talk about CJ, Big Money, or you talking about Greg Hardy, or you talking about Pep. We've always had that edge rusher that's going to get us double-digit sacks. And Brian Burns gets close, and a lot of people are frustrated because he can't seem to finish the deal. Like he'll get there or he'll whiff on the sack. And so a lot of people are frustrated in that. And so I get it. I get it. But, pressures do matter as well. And he's one of the top dudes in the league when it comes to pressures. So you can't close the deal all the time. And I'm hopeful he will continue to get better and better. With this 50 option coming up, I think he's going to be solid. I expect him to have a big year this year. I think he's going to finally take that next step. And I think we got a lot of guys that need to take that next step. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. So any more thoughts on Brian Burns Day?
Nope. Congrats to him. Congrats to him, man. I'm happy for him. He deserves it. I know people felt a certain type of way about it, but he definitely deserves the money.
Yeah.
He's going to have I think he's going to have a big year this year too.
Yep. I'm a fan of Brian Burns. Shout out to Florida State. So I've been following Brian Burns for a long time. So I'm a fan. All right, let's move on. So it was requested on Twitter that we bring back the heat map, Dave. So I brought the heat map back, and this is kind of where I think the Panthers will lean. And we're going to talk about a few things on this because it is an indicator. If you look next to Terrace Marshall's name, I got an up arrow. That means I hope that he trends in the right direction. I think the guy has the tools to increase his shade to green this year. I want this guy to step it up. And I think Terrace Marshall is going to have a big season next year. I really think he's going to get active, bro. And I expect him to what? I don't even know what he had, how many yards he had last year, but I expect him to triple them. Whatever it was, triple it. I think he's going to have a big season, bro.
So I have a question for you.
Sure.
Why don't you put an up arrow on Sam? You don't think Sam's going to improve upon his offensive line prowess?
I don't. I have zero faith in Sam, bro. So that's one thing we never talk about because I actually meant to put a slide up here. But you bring up a great point, Dave, and nobody's really talking about this. But what if Sam Darnold actually has a good season? Like, what if he actually balls out? Like, not balls out. What if he's actually average?
I'll say you tag him each year if he keeps balling. If he balls out. If he's average, you don't tag him. But if he balls out, you tag him. You don't give him a long-term deal. You got to show me twice. You can't be out here showing up with 4 mediocre years, an average year.
That is my fear, Dave. That is my fear.
You tag is that. But the problem is, and we'll talk about the cap. I don't know if that's an option.
We're gonna talk about that. We are gonna talk about that. But yeah, I think that what if this dude actually plays well, bro?
He might. It's possible. How long did it take Drew Brees to figure it out? It took Drew Brees a couple years to figure it out.
Was Drew Brees ever as bad as Sam, though?
Oh, Drew Brees was terrible when he first came to San Diego, bro. They were so bad that they drafted another quarterback.
I don't know if he
in the first round. Bro.
No, this is definitely not coming back. No, it's not coming back. But
We're not bringing back the confidence meter.
I'm posing the hypothetical question. Is that because nobody's really talking about it? What if this dude actually balls out? Because that's gonna be you got to think about it. What if he actually plays somewhat reasonable? What if he starts all 17 games and he's actually average? What do you do at that point?
If he's average, Sam, and they're winning a lot of games, it's going to be tough to get rid of him.
That's what I'm saying. Like that kind of that's a weird scenario.
Deal either. That doesn't mean you have to give him a long-term deal either.
No, that's true. I'm just saying either way, it's something to think about. I guess it's a good problem to have, but if I would be nervous that they would actually pull the trigger on some sort of franchise tag or a long-term deal, and this dude is going to be it would be like what fake gold. Like he would come out there and be trash. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't know that I don't know. That's why I haven't really thought about that, man. I haven't really thought about that. But yeah, so it's good. I think it's a good discussion that needs to be had. Is what if Sam Darnold actually plays somewhat well?
Actually is good and gives Matt Rule the third great year that everybody's expecting.
What if that happens?
It could happen. Anything can happen, bro.
All right.
Mediocre quarterbacks have been in Super Bowls. Never forget that.
That's true. So Dave, talk to me about
the Super Bowl.
Talk to me about this offensive line. Talk to me about this. What are your thoughts on the offensive line? Bozeman, Corbett, Taylor. They hold down.
No, if this happens, I would love it, bro. I would love it. This would be great. If Christensen ends up being the weak spot of the line, we're sitting pretty, brother. We're sitting good.
But see, that's the thing with Christensen. I don't think he'll be the best left guard. I don't, and I think he'll end up being. We talked about this last week. Is I think he's going to end up being a backup left tackle. And I think in the case of Icky going down or something like that, God forbid that happens. But if he does go down, I think we'll have Christensen to play backup left tackle. Now, who's going to play left guard? I know. Shout out to the 4-man rush. I know they've been talking about Michael Jordan, who played up and down. Listen, they're selling him pretty well. Like, please, if they're selling him, I think they're doing a little bit of overselling on Michael Jordan. To be honest with you, he had some bad games too, bro. We can't just hype up the good because he had some terrible games.
But when you consider that he literally came off the street and got the starting job, that says something, bro. That says something.
No, I'm not saying that's agree.
Not so. I'm not here to champion Michael Jordan, but I'm saying you shouldn't be shocked if he ends up winning the job. And if he does win the job, that's an indictment on Christensen more than anything else.
Yeah, well, indictment him at guard though. At guard, at guard. But I think he is a good left tackle though, which is where his natural position. I think that's where he belongs. I just think Icky's going to be better.
If he's good enough, we wouldn't have had to draft one. Follow me?
Not necessarily true. You can go BPA. And I think that was a BPA pick. You don't.
No, it was BPA.
That was them not drafting for need. That doesn't mean you don't. That doesn't mean you can't improve.
I mean,
I don't blame them for taking Icky, and I don't think that's an indication on Brady. I think they just had a good player and they chose him.
Yeah, but I don't know, man, because it's tough. Because I think everybody really wants Brady to play left tackle. There's a portion of the fan base that want Brady to get his opportunity at left tackle.
I don't care. Honestly, I don't give a damn who's playing there. They just need to be good. Whoever's playing left tackle needs to be good. That's all I care about. Whether it's Icky, whether it's Christensen, I don't care. Just be good. Put the best man there, and let's roll. With the guard position, I'm really hoping, because I think cats have really forgot about Deontay Brown and the damage he did in college, bro. I think people are really forgetting and sleeping on my boy.
We're not sleeping on him if he's not awake either.
Nah, he's awake, bro. I think your coach.
He needs to, then he needs to get further up this depth chart. You know what I'm saying? Because he should win the job.
I think he'll surprise some folk and get that left guard, and I think that's gonna be your best. Your best five will be Deontay Brown playing guard, especially if you want to run the football. If you want to run the football 40 times or whatever, how many times a game, bro, you put Deontay Brown in there and dare somebody stop you, bro.
I'm with you.
That's my thing. Yes, he did play right guard in college, but I'm sure he could flip. I'm sure he can flip. But anyway, any more thoughts on this offensive heat map, DJ? I think DJ's gonna have another 1,000-yard season, of course. Robbie, I think Robbie's gonna bounce back. I think Christian McCaffrey, if he can stay healthy, is gonna have a good season as usual. Hopefully, they mix him up, move him around. But I'm actually on paper again. I'm excited about this offense on paper. If they run the damn ball and dare people to stop them and win in the trenches, I think we can win some
Pressure
football
stays
games, bro.
healthy. If McCaffrey stays healthy, man, this will be a different offense,
McCaffrey
bro.
stays healthy, and then you got Deontay Foreman in rotation. You got Chuba in rotation. Rotate those dudes in, man, and just run the rock, and limit the amount of time Sam Darnold's making a decision. I think it's that simple, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a discussion about that when I go through my fantasy drill. I will say that about CMC's touches. But all right, let's see what this defense looks like.
I'm quite sure he is, though. I'm quite sure he is.
Yeah, they restructured his deal. He definitely is.
He ain't going nowhere, bro. Y'all keep trying to get Robbie out of here, bro. He ain't going nowhere. All right, so here's the defense. I'm concerned a little bit, Dave. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, Dave. I'm concerned a little bit about this defense. Where's the pass rush? You took away Hassan. You took away Hassan, and now you relying on some guys that really have to step it up. They really got to step it up.
You ain't got no orange on here though.
No orange. I don't think anybody. There would have been orange if Damian Wilson was up there, but I decided to go with a nickel cornerback instead of putting the guy. I got my best guys out there instead of just putting a middle linebacker in there just to have them in there. So I decided to kind of go with Shaq and Littleton. With Littleton man in the middle.
So we're playing a 4. We're playing a 4-2-5.
Basically, pretty something like that. The reason why I don't have Matt a light green is because again in with the Commanders, he was in a rotational basis. You the man now. Things change when you the man. When you the man, people they're gonna get film on you. They're gonna shut you down. I think he was great in rotation. He was great in rotation with the Commanders. But now you that dude. And it's a little different when you that dude. He's one of the better interior guys we have on the roster. So when you that guy, it changes a little bit. So I have questions.
One thing I noticed, bro, you did not put Brandon Smith in here, so you don't think Brandon Smith is gonna.
No, I stand by that. He's not ready to start, bro. He's gonna be a rotational guy.
It ain't about, bro. It ain't about whether or not he's ready. It's about whether or not they ain't got a damn choice. If they start 3 linebackers, his ass is gonna be in here.
No,
I didn't say he was ready.
I disagree. You'll see Stanford in there before you see Brandon Smith.
No,
he's not, bro. I'm telling y'all, he's not ready. Nor will he be ready by the time y'all think he's ready. He's gonna take the back half, maybe week 12, week 13 before you really start to see him get active, bro. He's raw. He's raw, man. And don't see people like you, Dave, that force him into the starter lineup, and then when he get out there, you be the first person to call him trash. He's not ready, bro. Yes, you would.
I'm giving you the Sonic, bro.
People like you, bro.
I'm not. No, don't do that. Don't be
people like you, Dave.
Generalizing me. It's not people.
I'm generalizing. People like you.
I understand. Dog. Yo, my boy Williams is out here tripping. My boy, whatever his name, the linebacker, whatever his name is, he out here tripping. Wilson. Yeah, Wilson. He out here tripping. So we ain't got no choice. We might not have a choice in the matter because he out here tripping. That's the problem. I will be understanding if he isn't good. Because my thing is the bar, like as long as he's not worse than Terry.
You be the first to call him a bust. You be the first person to call him a bust, Dave.
I would never call folks a bust until it's 3 years, bro. That ain't my style. Nah, that ain't my style, man. Like I'll call Will Gary a bust right now. It's been 3 years. That ain't my style, bro.
Shout out to Austin with the bro counter, the riddle. I like that. Shout out to Matt Riddle. Shout out to Steve with a big super chat. I'm not about to be dancing like Big Low. I'm telling y'all that right now. We're not doing no dancing. But Steve asked, have we heard anything about the...
That's a Superman chat. There you go.
Nah, Dave, you gotta dance. You gotta dance with it.
I ain't dancing. It's
over $9.99. You gotta dance.
This ain't Big Low Country. This is P&P.
It is P&P. He's asking, have we heard anything about the possibility of signing Clowney? We will talk about that in a second. Hold that thought, Steve. We'll get there. Hold that thought. But yeah, so again, I have questions about this defense. There's some question marks. Ioannidis, I don't know. The full-time starter, it hits different. It hits different when you're the full-time guy. You that dude not a dude in rotation anymore. It hits a little different. Yetur has got to step up this year, bro. He has got to step up. He's got to step up. Big expectations for him. It's stopping the run, stopping, getting some. I mean, I'm not asking him to go out there and get double-digit sacks. Maybe about 5 would be dope from Yetur. I'd be cool with about 5 sacks from Yetur. But I'm asking him to stop the run, get after the quarterback. He's got to step up. We got higher expectations for him. Same thing with CJ Henderson. Y'all know I'm a fan of CJ Henderson, bro. But at the end of the day, he got to step up. I caught pleas for him. I had my cape on for him last year because I said, yo, he didn't have a full offseason, which is facts. It's all facts. Everything I said is facts, right? He didn't have a full offseason, came at the beginning of the season, and, they just threw him in there. And, you can't just expect him to be dominant, especially with everything he has going on. I think he needs some time. So now you come back year 3 for him, year 2 with the Panthers. I think he's going to be better. I think he's going to be better. I think you're going to see him on the field, and I'm hoping that he can live up to that potential because I'm telling y'all, that college film, he has it, bro. He has it. The sauce, he has it. This dude was a highly touted cat coming out of Florida, bro. He's got it. I just need to see it. He got to come together. The mental got to be right. The mental's got to be right. Everything got to click. And I'm hoping that the stability he has with the Carolina Panthers clicks for him. But we get JC back. We got Dante Jackson over there. Corey Littleton, who's excellent in coverage. Great coverage linebacker. Questionable against the run. Can he come back to that prime LA Rams Corey Littleton? Because that's what we need. We need him to come back to that. Because if he does, our linebacker concerns will be null and void. We'll be straight. But I'm concerned about the linebackers right now. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Even with Damian Wilson, even if he didn't have domestic issues, I would still have problems with it.
Could we argue this might be the worst? Could we argue this might be the worst linebacker set we've had in a long time? It's
up there. I think
and let me be clear, and it might be the worst. And that's not a slight to Shaq.
Now, we had 52, it was bad. When we had 52, that was bad, bro.
That was bad.
52 was bad, dog. It don't get much worse than 52.
We're only starting 2.
I mean, this is just paper. Like, you're gonna see different guys out there. This is
my
paper.
point
this
is
kind of
if
paper.
we got to put a third guy out there, you just told me it's going to be Stanford.
Yeah,
that's what you told me.
52, bro.
That ain't good.
No, 52 was worse. I might take Stanford over 52, bad. Dog. He was bad, bro. He was bad.
Is AJ Klein available?
You know what? I think
yo,
I don't know.
Get him in here. Dog, the linebacker position is horrific.
I don't know if he's. Yeah, he is a free agent. He is a free agent right now, according to Wikipedia, if you believe that. But I call somebody. I got a sleeper that I think we should call that when we talk about these free agents. But man, the linebackers, I'm concerned. And Xavier Woods, again, I think it's the unknown for me. He's shown some flashes with the Vikings, has some solid play. I just don't know how he's going to fit. It's just more of the question of the unknown for me rather than his talent. I think he's a good safety. I just don't know how we're going to use him and how well he's going to be in our system because that matters. So that's my question marks. But I think we got some guys that are going to be trending upwards. Again, I got the up arrow for Yetur. I got the up arrow for CJ Henderson. I'm expecting those 2 guys to flash to green, right? If those 2 guys flash to green, Ioannidis, even if he does, he's still a 1-year guy. Like he's a 1-year rental. So I'm not sure. I got some question marks about the long-term outlook on the interior of our defensive line. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, moving on, Dave. Any final thoughts on this? Shout out to Jeremy Chin, too. We ain't talk about him.
Well, I don't need to. He's green. Just like I ain't going to talk about J.C. Horn, Brian Burns, Dante Jackson, or Derrick Brown, or Shaq. My concern is his yellow.
Shout out to Akeem Hicks. We'll talk about that. Hold that thought. Shout out to Ivan with the super chat. Hold that thought. All right, so now we're taking a look at the holes in the roster. We got a little bit of cap space. Dave, right now, the Carolina Panthers have the most cap space right now in 2022. We got the most cap space in the league. So we got some coins to spend. What I did not expect to see, Dave, was that 2023 number. I did not expect to see us over the cap in 2023. $11 million over the cap. And
I saw a worse number than that.
I think partially what it was is because we took the 5th-year option for Brian Burns. And I think that's what really kind of took us over the top for 2023.
No, I thought it was before that. But either way, we're already over the cap for next year, bro.
Yeah.
That's why we need, it goes back to that cap space. You see all that cap space we got? We need that shit for next year.
No, well, I disagree though. I disagree because there's no big names really. Who we got to re-sign? Brian Burns coming back.
Only one.
He's already that's accounted for already. That's already accounted for.
But we probably need to extend them. Is my point.
Yeah, you can extend them to reduce the cap hit a little bit.
Yeah, how do you extend them?
But
2024, man, 2025, man, it's gonna be crazy in 2025.
No, the liability.
I know.
The cap ain't.
We're probably gonna end up restructuring folks anyway. Because remember, we're gonna need close to $10 million for the rookies. But yeah, man, we over the cap for next year. That's wild. That's wild, bro.
Nah, we straight.
Wild.
But at the end of the day, we've seen the Saints. Be $70 million over the cap. Has not been an issue for them. They still been able to sign guys. So again, if you play in a game, you got to play the game. The problem with the restructures is that once you start it, because you're kicking money in the future every year, you almost have to continue it. You have to keep kicking that can every year because these cap numbers are huge, right? If you look at the cap for 2023 and look at some of the guys, I think we got 4 or 5 guys that have cap hits of $20 million plus. We got like 4 or 5 guys. That's a lot of dudes making 20 mil plus per year. Let me give you all the names. Of the guys making 20 plus mil per year.
DJ Moore is one of them.
DJ Moore is one of them. Shaq Thompson is one of them. Robbie Anderson is one of them. Christian McCaffrey is just under it, making 19.5 million. Taylor Moton. We said DJ Moore, but those are the guys making 20 plus mil per year. Or excuse me, they're making 20 million next year. That's their cap number. That's a lot of money. And I'll add that Shaq Thompson and Robbie Anderson, next year is the final year of their deals. So you're going to have to either extend them because you can't kick the money. There's no more years to kick the money down. You can't restructure them anymore. There's no more years to restructure them on. There's no more years to add. So you have to restructure those guys, or excuse me, you have to extend those guys.
You said Robbie Anderson's contract's up too, you said?
Next year. Next year is the last year of his deal.
Oh.
Not this season, next season, 2023.
Oh, okay. So
he's on the roster next year.
If they wanted to let him or Shaq go, they could next year, is what I'm hearing.
Well, not necessarily because let me see. Yes, they could.
They can make a June 1 cut and save money on the cap.
They can only save $8 million of that though. Not the full 21 because the prorated bonuses is part of he already paid. That,
but so. you can if you do a post June 1 cut, you can cut that in half or something like that.
You can.
It's just structured into 2024.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just saying, Shaq. Again, he's another one too. Let's see. But yeah, that's it. But again, if you look at it, there's really nobody to extend. Nobody else is. I mean, unless somebody balls out that's on a 1 or 2 year deal this year. Guys like your boy Bradley Bozeman, he'd probably be one we got to re-sign. But outside of that, we'll see how it shapes up. I'm not nervous about being over the cap right now. I'm not nervous.
Nah, we shouldn't be. The only concern is if Darnold balls out and we have to tag him. I don't know if I want to give him. I don't want to give him a long-term deal.
We'll see. We will see. All right. Now, we got 29 million. What the hell are we going to do with it, Dave? What
Keep
the
hearing
hell are we
rumblings
going to
that
do
we're
with
gonna
it?
get a quarterback. I keep hearing rumblings we gonna be out here. We out here still in the veteran quarterback business.
So,
These
Dave,
are the free agents.
here are the free agents. Let's take a little ponder. Wide receivers, Odell, Jarvis, Julio, T.Y., Will Fuller. They all
Don't
out
need
there.
none of them. Don't need none of them. Not what we're
You
trying
don't
to
want
do.
you don't want a little cherry on the top, Dave?
Nah, don't need none of them. Don't need none of them.
Okay.
Not what we're
All
trying to
right.
do. We're trying to run the ball, bro. We don't need any of them. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but that's the reality of the fact. Why do you want an Odell Beckham Jr. that's going to complain about not getting opportunities? Why do you want a Jarvis? Well, Jarvis might work unless there's like a blocking. But Julio would be interesting because he'll be willing to block. But Julio can't. Julio doesn't
can't
play
stay
in the red
healthy.
zone,
Yeah,
and he can't stay healthy. And the rest of those guys are speed guys. We don't need them. We don't need any of them. If Julio could stay healthy, I would be intrigued by Julio. But
Right.
he hasn't shown that he can do that.
Yeah. Poor Julio, man. Offensive
Julio,
lineman.
he's rich.
Oh, yeah.
We're good.
Offensive lineman Dwayne Brown. You don't know Dwayne Brown, Dave?
I know who he is. He's really good. Or he used to be really good. He's old now, but he's really good. But we don't need anybody.
Okay.
Wrong with the guys we got.
Tight end, you don't want Grunt? He going
I
back
don't
to
want
the
Bionic.
Bucs.
I don't want Bionic Man. No.
He's going back to the
I do not
Bucs.
want Bionic Man. And he probably will go back to if he comes back. He might not come back at all.
And again, this is not a comprehensive list. There's more guys than this. So I see a couple names out there that are on. Anthony Barr, one of them. He's not on my list. I just didn't put everybody up here. But cornerback, you got Kyle Fuller, James Bradberry, who just got released today.
If you get one of them cheap, I'm open to it. Other than that, no. Are either one of those guys a middle? Are any one of those guys a middle linebacker?
Actually, I like Alexander Johnson. Loke is a dude. We'll talk about him in depth a little bit in a second. Edge, Jadeveon Clowney. His name's been all over the place. Obviously ties to the CAC because Dave loved the Cox.
He did play for the South Carolina Gamecocks,
and Dave loves the Cox. So
I'm not gonna do that.
Shout out to Dave.
You know the name of the mascot?
No.
The name of the mascot is Cocky. Moving on.
And you love him too.
No.
You love
Moving
him,
on.
man.
So Alexander Johnson. Yeah, the irony that his last name is Johnson. But either way. But we were talking about Clowney. Clowney would be good for us.
Nah, we were talking about Cox, Dave. You like the Cox. That's what you was about to say. Shout out to Jadeveon Clowney.
Clowney would be a good pickup if we get him at a reasonable price. And so would Melvin Ingram. Because we need pass rushing bad, bro. Hughes is pretty good too. All four of them are pretty good. I'll take any of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man.
I'll take four of them. I'll take any of them.
Yeah, shout out to Jadeveon Clowney, Melvin Ingram, and Dunlap, and Jerry Hughes. Interior guys. What about interior guys, Dave?
Hicks is interesting. Sue is interesting.
Sue is definitely interesting. The older.
Yep. Richardson's interesting too. Probably can get him on the cheap. Uganjubi Joby is pretty good too. Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hicks and Sue would be interesting, depending on what the rate. We could use another DT.
Sorry.
Yo.
My bad, yo.
Moving on.
All right. My bad. But I want to talk about a couple of these guys a little bit more in depth, right? Because I think, there's all the buzz. Jadeveon Clowney, right? With, again, like I said, ties to the area. There's a lot of noise. And I've heard our name has been tied to him. I've heard we've shown some interest in on every deal is what they say, Dave. And I'm hearing that he may want to go back with the Browns. I think I was hearing that, he is potentially leaning towards signing back with them. But with Clowney, listen, I think with Clowney, he gets a bad rap because he was the number one guy overall pick or whatever, and he hasn't lived up to that. And so people kind of hold him to that. And they expect him to be that guy because he was picked number 1 overall. That ain't it. He's not that guy. He hasn't lived up to that. But I think he's a very, very good pass rusher, very good against the run. And I think you talk about pressures, 53 total pressures. That's a lot of pressures. I was reading somewhere on PFF that he was like one of the top guys bringing pressure that didn't land the sack. Right, he's getting there, but he's not finishing the deal. Similar to Brian Burns. Right, Brian Burns has a lot of pressures, but he doesn't get the sack. So we're
gonna be out here with the pressure filled defensive line that can't get to the quarterback.
Hey, pressures matter, bro.
But the thing about somebody that gets a lot of pressures, they tend to over pursue, or they're not able to stop the run. Because Brian struggled with that, Reddick struggled with that. Clowney's not as bad as them, though. I don't think based on the numbers, but you could tell me you got the PFF data.
You said what? What was your question?
About stopping the run. I don't believe Clowney is that bad when it comes to stopping.
No, he's good. No, he's a good run stopper. No, he's a good run stopper
compared to Reddick.
He's good
Burns.
Against the run. He's good against the run, bro. He's good against the run. So, but yeah, I think it would be a good fit. Now, the only thing I did when I was doing the research where he lines up, he does line up on the left a lot, which is exactly where Burns lines up. So maybe there's a conflict there, and Burns flips sides often, so he could line up on the right more if he needed to, depending on where they're each most comfortable. But I don't know. I don't know how it will work. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why it hasn't happened yet. I'm sure they will figure it out. If they got him, I'm sure they would get both of them, and they will figure it out. But I think Clowney, again, I think Slim said it in the chat. He's chasing that bag. Whoever's giving him the bag, I think that's where he's gonna go. And if he gets a $15 million deal, bro, I mean,
can't come here.
Yeah, he can. Shit, we got the most cap space in the league. What you talking about? He can come here.
I'm not saying he can't, but something tells me that our team wants to roll over a lot of our cap over to next year, bro.
Nah,
I know there's been
my hunch was that they wanted to get a quarterback. They were loading up to get that quarterback because it ain't no coincidence that all that cap space was freed up at the time we were in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we have that money, I think it's free game. Yeah, I think they'll look at a quarterback and they might look into bringing one in. I think but once they've exhausted that option of not bringing in a quarterback, I think it's time. Yo, you got the money, go spend it. Yo, go improve your roster, bro. We got question marks. Man. Go pay the cash. So,
well, he would be a good pickup for us for sure. We need help with the pass rush for sure. So he would be a good pickup.
Frank, shout out to Black Ball and Music Group. Shout out to y'all, man. Send me some beats or something, bro. Trying to see something. I'm trying to lay something down. But he said Frankie Louisville was great. Don't need Clowney. Watch Louisville versus Saints against the run. He's our best LB against the run. It's true. But again, if Frankie Louisville was on my heat map, I would say he's yellow. Again, I know that Saints game he started. I know that. But that was a one-off, bro. Once you get the full-time reps, it changes things, man. He was good. You guys are right. He was a baller. But do you think that those numbers are going to extrapolate over the course of the season? You think he's going to have that much production? You think he's going to have the legs to do that every single game? Once your snap count increases to about 80-70% of the snaps? I don't know, bro. I got questions. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying I don't expect that, bro. I think things just change. That's just my opinion, man. It's my opinion.
I'm not with you, bro. I think I'd rather have Clowney here. So who else you got? Who else you got on the list?
All right, who else I got? I got Alexander Johnson. So we talked about Alexander Johnson, and Clowney was only like 29 too, by the way. He's still young.
Yeah. Oh
Alexander,
yeah. Hell yeah. He ain't been. I don't think he's been in the league 10 years, has he?
I don't know. I know he's 29 though.
Yeah.
Alexander Johnson. This is a kid. Again, he came from Denver. He got hurt last year. Was having a monster season. You see the numbers, Dave. That was through 6 games. He played 6 games last year. And then he got hurt. He had a torn pec, I believe. Let me see. Yep, torn pectoral muscle in week 6. But the interior guy, I don't think he's going to cost you much. But this kid, man, good, very good against them. You see that run? You see that run defense grade?
Yeah, bro. That's the type of guy we need to pick him up.
Very good against the run, bro.
That's what we need then. We need somebody because you want to stop the run and run the ball. So we need somebody like him. We need to get him. We need to pay him.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to cost you much. The only question mark is he healthy? Is he ready to contribute? Torn pec in week 6. It was early in the season, so
I'm willing to take that risk.
Yeah, he's 30. Risk. Yeah, he's 30 years old. I don't know why he's not signed, y'all. I don't got the answers to that. I think the injury has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, unless he's not healthy, that's the only reason I think. Or he's trying to get more money than this projected contract of his.
Are we keeping Damian Wilson? I would say probably. I say right now, yeah, but bro, I wouldn't hold my breath.
I think if they get another linebacker, they're gonna let his ass go. That's just my opinion. Like if they could sign him, if they sign Alexander Johnson, and they feel like he's healthy enough, Damian's out of here. But that's just my opinion on the matter.
Shout out to Black Ball and Music Group, man. He says, I think Coach Snow sees great potential in Louvu. That's why he brought him back. I think Snow found a spot for him. Thomas Davis said Louvu is his favorite player to watch on defense. I agree. Bro, I agree with everything you're saying. It just got to show on the field. You got to show on the field. We can hope, wish, and pray, and we can love Louvu. I think Louvu one of my favorite players to watch too. He brings energy. I love it, but it got to translate to the field, bro. Got to translate. But yeah, man. This dude was on pace to have a good season, bro. I think it's a sleeper pick, bro. Ain't gonna cost you much.
He's worth the pick.
Ain't gonna cost you much, bro. Ain't gonna cost you much at all. Get him in here, because we gotta see it. We might need some help bad. Mm-hmm. We might need some help bad in the linebacker room.
Who's next?
All right. Next up, Akeem Hicks. Akeem Hicks, man. Yeah. So another one. This is another one. You might have a little bit of injury. He's had some injury concerns over the past couple of years. I think he hadn't played all 16 in a minute, if I'm not mistaken. He got close last year. Yeah. So here we go. He only played 9 games last year. He played 15 games in 2020, 5 games in 2019. He played all 16 in 2018. That's the last time he played all 16. He did play 2016, 2017, 2018. He played all 16. But yeah, I would take a look at bringing him in. I don't think he's more of a pass rushing tackle. I think we have that in Derrick Brown as well. So we'll see. I don't know if they kind of have duplicate skill sets, but we got to get somebody else in that defensive line room, bro. If you look at what we got, Ioannidis, Roy, Davion Nixon, Derrick Brown, those are cool, but I feel like we missing somebody, bro. We missing somebody. And I feel like we got to bring in Akeem Hicks. And they ain't going to cost you much. He's older, I believe. I think he's 30. Let me see. 32. So he's not terrible. Not terribly old. Still got some tread on the tire. I think he kind of like that Daquan Jones leadership. But I think he's obviously better than Daquan Jones. But yeah, man, I know we got Hoskins. I know we got Hoskins too. Yeah, I know we got Hoskins. But give me Hicks, man. We got to fix it up.
Mhm.
We got to fix it up.
If we get him and Alexander Johnson, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at either one.
See, I don't think we done, man. I don't think we done. I think we got a little ways to go. And I expect us to make a splash or two with the most cap space in the league. I know. I see people saying it. You can roll the cap over. I'm aware of that, but I think
You want to spend the money.
I think there's pressure. There's pressure on this team to win, and when you have the opportunity to bring in some guys that can help you win, you got to do it.
Yeah,
I think you can. We're hearing all this 5 years, 6 year building culture thing, whatever, blah blah blah. The brand, all that crap, but it got to translate to victories. So we need to get somebody else. We need to get some people in here. Shout out to Black Balling. Black Balling is definitely balling because they dropping the bag on the show. Man. Shout out to Black Balling Music Group.
Bro, become a Patreon, man. It might save you a little bit of money. You can do MVP with all the money you spending.
He says, I agree. We need another defensive tackle, another good defensive tackle. That's our weakest area. I agree. But yeah, man, it took Jay-Z 7 years. Yeah, man. So I feel like they need to make it happen, bro. Bring in some guys, and these guys are out here for the taking, and you got the cap space. Make it happen. All right, so that was all I got, Dave. That was all I got.
Yo, you didn't talk about the rumors that we're not out of it to get a veteran quarterback.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's talk about it. What you want to talk about? I heard Baker was still on the table.
I threw this jersey on as a solidarity for Sam Darnold because I don't think they should be out here trying to trade their draft assets to get a quarterback. Now, if they release somebody, that's a different discussion. But I'm not here for them to be out here giving up draft picks to go get Baker Mayfield or Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm not here for that. I'm not. And it doesn't look like it. And if the speculation is true about Trey Lance, it don't look like San Francisco's in a rush to get rid of Garoppolo. So from that standpoint, I have no interest in us taking Baker. And I said it on the Rob Brown show last Thursday, and I stand by what I said. If Baker comes here, he ain't beating Sam, bro. I don't understand why folks actually think that it's going to be like a no-brainer that Baker will win. He ain't beating Sam, man. I really don't think he could. And I feel that way, and I'm standing by my guns with regards to that. He ain't beating Sam. No way, no how.
They feel strongly about that.
I do. And that doesn't mean that I'm like a big Sam fan. I'm just saying when you consider what Baker Mayfield had, he had an outstanding defense. He had Kareem Hunt and he had Nick Chubb as his running backs. He had Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry as his wide receivers. He had an outstanding offensive line. Why do you guys legitimately think that he's going to be able to beat out Sam? I don't understand. I think Matt Corral's the future, but I don't think Matt Corral should be starting week 1 either. Unless Matt Corral legitimately beats Sam in camp. If that happens, then yeah, let him get his lumps. But otherwise, let Sam earn his money, bro. Let him get his $19 million. Let him earn his $19 million. Y'all can give me that Baker was injured all you want. I'm not, dude. The guy still had an outstanding running game. The guy still had an outstanding offensive line. The guy had Myles Garrett on the other side on defense. He had an outstanding defense too, with the shutdown corner. I don't want to hear the nonsense, bro. There's a difference, man. It goes back to what I've always said. You got to build a team. A quarterback ain't gonna be enough. So. You guys are out here thinking that Baker's great. If Baker was so damn great, the Browns wouldn't be going after Deshaun when they went after Deshaun Watson. Like if Baker's so damn great, you don't think Deshaun's going to ball with that supporting cast he's going to have in Cleveland? Let's keep it a buck, guys. Like you guys ain't thinking that way. You guys are assuming that man's better than Sam. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, bro. I'm not buying it. And you know who else ain't buying it? I don't think McAdoo buys it either. Go back and look at the evaluations. He has Sam ranked higher. But I digress. Yeah. What else you got, man? I know I probably took over.
I don't got nothing. No, I think it's good. It's good talk. I think we need to discuss that because I think that I just saw that rumor fly across the Twitter about Baker, and I think we good, man. Let it rock. It's no sense in
Not for
doubling
draft
down on
assets.
bad. Yeah, let dude get released, and then at that point, if you want to bring him in for a cheap deal. But I'm with you, Dave. I don't want to give up no more draft capital for more crappy quarterbacks. We gave up draft capital for Corral. We don't know what he's gonna be like. We gave up draft capital.
He's low risk compared to
I
everybody else
agree.
we giving on
Rookie
to.
deal. I agree. It's rookie deal. But what I'm saying is, we look desperate, bro. Like
Because we are, sir.
We keep swinging. What I'm saying is, we keep swinging. We keep swinging for the fence with these quarterbacks, and I'm not down for giving up draft capital. Leave it alone. I don't care if it's a sixth, a fifth, a seventh. I ain't giving up nothing for another quarterback.
Sam was higher than Baker in McAdoo's evaluation. You guys think Baker's better than Sam. You think Baker can beat out Sam. He can't. I just want to let you guys know. I'm here to give you guys a reality check. You got to think about who the coaches are, who the quarterbacks are, and you got to think about what's around them. You got slander Teddy too. Teddy didn't have a line. Teddy didn't have a defense. So let's keep it a buck, guys. Like, you guys are rolling off upside. So that's all I'm saying. I think you guys need to have a reality check. We shouldn't be giving up any draft capital to get a quarterback, to get a Baker Mayfield. I mean, we're instead of having the Reese's that's with the chocolate, you just having the Reese's with the peanut butter. Either way, it's still mediocre. It ain't what you want.
Nah, did you just call Reese's mediocre, bro?
No, I'm just saying from the standpoint, it's pretty much the same.
I take offense.
No. Reese's is my favorite candy, bro. Don't do that.
I was about to snap, Dave, because
my point is that in essence, it's the same shit. Either you got chocolate coating or you got peanut butter coating. It's pretty much the same.
Peanut butter coating is not good.
Really, I haven't had it.
It's not.
You've seen it in the store. I haven't had it.
I've had it. It's not. It ain't.
So milk chocolate wins. So Sam's gonna win. So all right, cool. Sam's gonna win.
Yeah, if you're gonna give it to somebody, Baker's definitely the all peanut butter one.
All I'm saying is we're out here asking for. So like, here's the problem I have, man, and that's why I wore my jersey today, because I just want you guys to understand. The problem I have is that a lot of pockets in this fan base is super reactionary for no reason. They have no patience. We do not want Baker Mayfield. I don't understand why you guys want Baker. We just drafted a quarterback. Have some patience with that guy. If he ends up beating Sam, great. Improvement, right? But don't be trying to trot that man out here week one if he ain't ready. That's all I'm saying. That man fell to the third round. Give that man some third round vibes. Let that man get in. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing this jersey to prepare you guys for the fact that this is the jersey you might see come week one. You don't think so?
No. I agree. No, I think he is going to be the quarterback week one. I stand by that.
Week one.
I stand by that, bro. I agree with you there, but that don't mean I gotta like it.
No, I didn't say I liked it. I'm just trying to let you know. I'm just trying to let the fan base know.
That's why I was shaking my head.
No, I think, folks, this reminds me of the Teddy run, right? Folks wanted Teddy Bridgewater out so bad that we ended up with Sam fucking Darnold. You know what I'm saying? They wanted that man gone so bad we ended up with Sam. So that's where I'm at. Like, I think we just got to have some level of patience at this point. Matt Rule's fighting for his job. He's going to go with the quarterback that's going to give him his best chance to keep his job. And right now, that's Sam Darnold. As much as you guys don't want to admit it, that's who it is. So,
Dave,
that's all I got.
I need you to go vote on this thing real quick. You vote for the
vote on what?
The chapter jacket. I need you to
we voting again?
Chat.
I already voted.
Yeah. No, again. Check that chapter. Check that private chat I just sent you. Black, once again, he said this is his last one with a big super chat, bro. He said, my last one, this is my issue, and I don't want Baker because he isn't a leader. Him and Sam are the same. I love Matt because he seems to have that it factor. Players play hard for him. He brings energy. We need keep pounding. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Baker and Sam are two different dudes when it comes to emotional showing emotion on the field. Sam is a bump on the law. Baker at least gets angry and hyped up when something good happens. Like he's outside. Like he gets busy. So Baker has that. Corral, they both kind of have that little swagger in them, for lack of a better term. That's just kind of what it is. They both have that kind of, I don't know. But Sam, he ain't got it, bro. So I agree with kind of what you're saying with the super chat.
All right. I'm answering this question right now, sir. Stand by.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, it's a black one. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
All right.
But
I'm rolling. I put my vote in. I think the vote I put in is a no-brainer, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can see the vote.
That's what's leading. I can see that's what's leading right now, I think.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Put the shield, have the chapter one in the back. Yo.
Yeah, that's what's leading right now. You just broke the tie. That's why I need you to vote. No, seriously. But all right.
Swing vote, baby. That's what we all need to be in politics. The swing vote.
Anything else? Anything else? Because I got this landscaping thing I got to do real quick too.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Because I gotta go to. I'm tired. Like I want to try to finish up the Celtics game, but it ain't looking good because I'm beat.
Yeah,
and the Scotches. We're winning right now. Actually.
Oh, I don't know.
We got to win tonight. If we go down 3-1, the series is over. The series is over. All right.
So that being said, like I said, I got to end this thing a little bit early because my landscaper coming over tomorrow and I wasn't ready. So I gotta go run outside and do something real quick. So I gotta end this. It's gonna take me like 10 minutes. It's gonna take me like 10 minutes, but I gotta do it because I gotta go to work tomorrow. So
all right.
That being said, man, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, all that good stuff. Follow us, become a Patreon member, man. Enjoy. But we gotta shut this thing down a little bit early, so we apologize for the inconvenience. But all right, Dave, final words. That's it. We out. We done.
Get ready for Sam, guys. I'm just trying to prep y'all for Sam. But y'all have a good evening.
Peace out, y'all.